Folks, an official end to a Viking era and the camp report coming up next. Welcome to Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. I also do a live show on Purple Pocket Podcast. Make sure you ring a bell over there. That way you will not miss a live session. And we love chatting with the listeners. We answer all the questions. It's a fun time. We're actually going on again tonight at 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern. I don't know if you'll see this video before then, but hey, check it out. Ring the bell. Don't miss a show. Also, make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. That'll enter you in my contest. It also helps push the YouTube algorithm to get their message out there. We need more Viking content and not less, and I appreciate every single one of you for doing that. Again, the rules are in the description below. Today, I'm just going to go into camp news. End of an era. Anthony Barr is going to the Cowboys. I'll have more on that in a little bit as I read through the various tweets. He was the first draft pick of Mike Zimmer in the Chris Spielman, but Mike Zimmer era was his first draft pick. He wore the green dot for him on his defense. He went to him. He was the leader for the defense, at least while in his era. And now he's moving on to Dallas Cowboys, where George Payton apparently is one of the coaches over there. So let's get started. Here's just some tweets. I'm just going to go straight through them. Armand Watts with a nice play penetrating through the middle to stop a run. Armand Watts, man, and you'll hear a theme here, up the middle, and you know who plays up the middle. But again, that he was probably on maybe first team when he did that. But Bradbury, shaky again today, and I'll get more into that. Mond with his second fumble of the week. Some snap exchange problems with backup center Josh Sokol, the 290-pound UDFA. Rick Sosa, Mond with the twos again with Vikings top defense. And Mond lasted 3 plays after a false start. Penalty on offense. Mannion is in. Garrett Bradbury couldn't hold his own against James Lynch, who easily penetrated through the middle. He's having a good camp. He's getting a lot of penetration and apparently on Garrett Bradbury. So James Lynch has some pass rush ability, and he showed that. He just needs an opportunity, but he showed it in camp already. Rick Sosa, Patrick Peterson with another pick, now 7-on-7 with Monda as QB. Highs and lows for Zach Davidson in the red zone, 7-on-7 catches, a touchdown on Harrison Smith from Kellen Mond on one play. On one play, then drops a pass that gets picked by Patrick Peterson off a deflection on the next. Vikings QB Kellen Mond is picked off by Patrick Peterson, and Patrick Peterson celebrates. So apparently he had 2 interceptions today. Mond has not been looking good today, according to these tweets, and you'll see more of that to come. Andrew Booth Jr. locks up KJ Osborne in the red zone, forces an incompletion, then stares down the crowd after the play. So cocky Andrew Booth Jr. again, showing off. Kirk Cousins with his underneath pass to Zach Davidson that he wrestles away from Harrison Smith. So he took that away from Harrison Smith. I think that was a touchdown. Sam Ekstrom goes on to say Davidson has had a really busy day. He's definitely been the QB's favorite target, getting reps with the ones and the twos, couple balls off his hands, couple of great catches, and just had a ball stripped that he eventually recovered himself. In his interview today, Kirk Cousins did talk a lot about Zach Davidson and how when he sees him go on a fly route, he's going to try to break that 21 mile an hour, because apparently they hand out T-shirts if you were recorded, because they have a sensor on them. If you're recorded going more than 21 miles an hour, you get a T-shirt, and apparently Zach Davidson is 20.9 right now, and he's just trying to break that 21 so he can get one of those T-shirts. So we have a fast 6'7" tight end, and he's starting to show out in practice. He's been one of the big surprises in practice, so that's good to know, especially with Irv Smith. And it's holding off, us going out and getting a free agent We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully, there's no more injuries. Rick Sosa, after some kind of trick play with a lot of motion, Adam Thielen gets hit hard and seems rattled, waves off BC Johnson, who tried to sub him off the field. Zach X from Dalvin Cook was definitely had his reps reduced the day after his finger injury, but he's still gotten a few carries. Madison has essentially been RB1 today. Rick Sosa, Zach Davidson fumbled after a catch, but recovered. Munt also looking like nothing special. This team needs some tight end depth. That's Rick Sosa again. So, anyways, he's been at practice and he's the biggest tweeter out there. He covers a lot. Will Raggett, Vikings working some situational stuff. Offense down 24-21 with 45 seconds left. Kirk Cousins led the ones to a game-tying field goal. Kellen Mond and the twos went 4 and out. So Kellen Mond couldn't do anything. Kirk Cousins takes him down the field. Our second-team offense has not had a lot of talk. A lot of good talk anyways. Good day for Andre Mintz, who I said was going to make the 53. I'm not positive about that right now, but here we go. Good day for Andre Mintz. Wins pass rush drills and one-on-ones and twos-on-twos stunt twist drills. Then finishes off the day with a deep downfield pass deflection against Zach Davidson as Kellen Mond tried to mount a game-tying drive. Earlier, Mond overthrew Smith-Marset deep. That's him playing linebacker. So he was a defensive end at Vanderbilt, and then he mixed around in the pros, and he's going to be one of those flexible guys. And apparently he defended a pass against the tight end down the field and got the best of Kellen Mond. Let's see here. So here's some new. Ian Rappaport, when he is reporting on veteran linebacker Anthony Barr, have agreed to terms and the Cowboys have agreed to terms on a 1-year contract worth $3 million. Sources said another versatile defender added to the mix. There was kind of a holdout that we might bring him back, and there's not been talk about that much, but because of the defense we employ now, he'd have been a perfect fit. But he moves on to Dallas Cowboys, and we do face him, I think, November 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Will Raggett's Greg Joseph went 8 for 8 on kicks to end practice. That's awesome. Ending on a 58-yarder. That's amazing. That was good with distance to spare. That is great news. People are raving about Joseph in practice. Here's some more information. Greg Joseph with the first kicking session at TCO's training camp goes 7-7. Impressive on distance. I guess 8 and 8 too. Greg Joseph makes every kick today and finished out with progressively longer kicks, 8 for 8 today, along with 58. He won that job, man, and he's keeping it. Told Anthony Barr's contract is $2 million with a max value of $3 million, similar to the one signed by Leighton Vander Esch in March. That's Todd Archer saying that. Oh, here's a stat of the day. Most passing yards since 2018. Pat Mahomes, number 1, 18,707. Tom Brady, 18,361 is number 2. Matt Ryan, 17,939 with the Colts. Derek Carr, 17,010. Rodgers, 16,585. Jared Goff, 16,523. Most of that with the Rams. And that's so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7, Kirk Cousins, 16,387. If he just played one of those games that he sat out, that he was healthy, he just didn't play because of playoff contention or the COVID game, he would have one game. He would have been 4th. He would have. Let's see. Let me make sure on that. He would have been 5th. And yeah, so he would have definitely been 5th for solid 5th if you played in both of those games. So that's a lot of yardage. He's been a very efficient offensive player, and the most yards since 2018. He most likely would have ranked 5th, but they got him at 7th here out of 32 quarterbacks, right? So that shows a lot for how Kirk Cousins has done. Then you throw in touchdowns. I'm sure he's right up there too, and in interceptions, he's probably easily in the top 3, top 5. So, hey, that's it for today's camp report. The big news is Anthony Barr going to Dallas Cowboys. Some of the injuries have subsided. Kenny Nwangu still still holding out, or still being held out of practice for a soft tissue. Kevin O'Connell said that today. They're just being precautionary. That's good. Irv Smith Jr. still talking about coming back. He said the surgery went completely well. Very happy with it. If it was another position, he would have probably just taped it up. But since he's a pass catcher, they decided to just go fix it because they had time. And the big surprise is that we have a tight end in the making with Zach Davidson. I'm really happy about it. There's a lot of guys showing up in practice that you didn't expect, and then the big guys, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, Thielen, and KJ Osborne, all having great weeks. A mixed bag on the cornerbacks, but hey, defense usually starts gelling second compared to the offense. All right, that's Minnesota Sports Talk, Skull World on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and comment. That really pushes the algorithm for YouTube to get me out there. Going live tonight at 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern. We got again on Purple Pocket Podcast, and we're having a watch party tomorrow for the game. I don't have the game time handy. I'll probably push out another video or two tomorrow. Look for my shorts. I try to be a little bit informational and a little bit humorous sometimes. I hope you like them. Again, see you next time. Skull Vikings.